My name is Clifford Stockton with All Memphis, and today we are going to work on a lesson that lets us take big words and turn them into syllables that makes them easier to read and spell. Awesome. So, like with all our All Memphis lessons, I want you to take a few moments while I get the lesson together, and you get a pencil or a pen, a piece of paper, and a hard surface that you can write on. Awesome. All right. So, with all of our All Memphis activities, we start each one with our oral expression. Today's sentence starter is I can open and close a, and so let's think about some things we can open and close. All right, I'll share out something I can open and close while you think of one, and then you can share. I can open and close a book. I can open and close a door. What's something you can open and close? Amazing. I heard you can open and close a backpack. I heard you can open and close a umbrella. Awesome work. All right, our first one is ch. That's our digraph. Our next one is ed, and it's a suffix. It means happened in the past. There are three sounds. The first sound is id for landed. The second sound is d for sailed. And the last sound is t. All right, let's go ahead and do it. A consonant E, A, and the rule, the E at the end makes the vowel say its name. I consonant E, I, and the rule, the E at the end makes the vowel say its name. Suffix ER means more or greater. All at the end of words, all at the end of short words. Oi, oi in the beginning or middle of words. All at the end of short words. Oi in the beginning or middle of words. Suffix est means greatest. U consonant E, U, second sound, oo. Rule, the E at the end makes the vowel say its name. Oi, at the end of words. O, consonant E, O, and the rule, the E at the end makes the vowel say its name. A, at the end of words. E, consonant E, E, rule is the E at the end makes the vowel before say its name. R, second sound, like after an L in dollar. E, in the middle of words. Or at the end of longer words. I, in the middle of words. Or second sound, like in doctor. Ank, ink. Onk, unk. Ang, ing. Ong, ung, k, at the end of a short word after a short vowel, j, at the end of a short word after a short vowel, ch, at the end of a short word after a short vowel. Suffix ing means happening right now. Suffix s means more than one. I at the end of words like light, usually followed by a T. Here are our sight words review for today. If you've been following along and you've watched our last All Memphis lesson, these words should look familiar. So I'm going to underline these words and you're going to read them. I underline, you read. Awesome. Cold, call, first. Let's do them one more time quickly. Cold, call, first. Your turn. Awesome. Our new sight word is green. Repeat. Green. Good job. The word is spelled G-R-E-E-N. Green. G-R-E-E-N. Green. Repeat. Awesome. Let's go ahead and trace our new sight word green 3 times. Fingers up. G R E E N green. G R E E N green. G R E E N green. Awesome work. All right, let's go ahead and read some words. But before we do, remember, we're going to annotate. And we're annotating so that we can break these words into smaller parts and read them, make them easier to read. Awesome. The first thing that we are going to do is write down all of these words. So I'm going to underline and you write them down. I underline, you write them down. All right? Great. Go ahead and write down this word. Go ahead and write down this word. Awesome. You got the first two. Go ahead and write down this word. Great. Great work. Go ahead and write down this word. All right, go ahead and write down this word. Great work. Go ahead and write down this last word. Awesome. I'll give you a second to make sure you have all the words written down. Perfect. Now, the first thing we're going to do when we annotate these words is we are going to underline our vowels. Don't get tricked. When we look at these words, there are 2 vowels in this first one, but this is 1 vowel. All right, so we're going to underline both these, all 3 of these letters in this word. Awesome. All right, and the next one, go ahead and underline your vowels. Good job. There are 2 vowels in that one. Great. And it also looks like this is one of our rabbit or VCCV words. Great. So when we do that, when we see those VCCV words, we want to annotate them so that they're easier to read. We're going to break them apart. So first, let's label our vowels. Great. Then we're going to label our consonants between our vowels. Great work. Now we need to divide our syllables. Where do we divide? That's right, between the two consonants. Let's go ahead and divide here and here. Great work. So this rabbit word has more than one vowel because there's more than one syllable. Awesome. Let's do the next one. You go ahead and underline the vowels. Great job. That's correct. So if you underline this one, that's correct. Good job. Can you underline our vowels in the first word on the second row? Good job. You didn't get tricked. All three of these letters get underlined. Great. What about the second word in the second row? Awesome work. You didn't get tricked. And our last word, can you underline our vowels? Good job. Looks like we have two vowels. I wonder if that means this is a VCCV word. Let's see. Let's go ahead and label our vowels. Okay. Let's label our consonants. Great job. Where do we split the syllable? Great work. Right between our consonants. Great job. Awesome work. Now, we want to go through and we want to circle any digraphs in the first row. Digraphs or trigraphs. Are you ready? Go ahead and circle it. I don't see any in the first two words. What about the last word? I do see a digraph. You got it. Trigraph. Good job. Awesome. Do you see any digraphs or trigraphs in our second row? I see it too. Let's circle it. Awesome. Now, let's go in and let's put a square or a box around any consonant blends. Do you see any consonant blends in the first row? Good job. Me either. What about the second row? Oh, I see one. Can you go ahead and put a box or a square around it for me? Great work. Awesome. Now, I'm going to point to the word and you're going to say the word. Are you ready? Awesome. I underline, you read, I underline, you read. Go ahead and read this one. Good job. All right, let's go ahead and swoop this one. Good job. Let's do this one. Great work. All right, take, goblin, budge. One more time. Take, goblin, budge. Good job. Let's go ahead and do the second row. I underline, you read. Good job. Awesome work. Let's go ahead and swoop this one twice. Great work. Shape, glide, napkin. One more time. Shape, glide, napkin. Awesome work. All right. All right. Let's get started with our auditory drills. I'm going to give you some sounds and then you're going to repeat And then I want you to write the letter that makes those sounds on the board, the letter or letters that makes those sounds on your paper. And we can check them on the board when you're finished. Are you ready? Great. Awesome. Our first sound is W, as in whistle. Repeat. Good job. Go ahead and write the letters that make the sound W on your paper. Great. The next sound is as in map. Repeat. Go ahead and write that letter on your paper. The letter that makes the sound Great. The next one is kite. The next one is k. Repeat. K, as in kite. Repeat. Good job. Go ahead and write that letter on your paper. Awesome. The next one is sh, as in ship. Repeat. Yes, go ahead and write those letters on your paper. Awesome. The next one is as in nest. Repeat. Yes, go ahead and write that letter on your paper. Great. The next one is D, as in dog. Repeat. Great job. Go ahead and write that one on your paper. The next sound is R, as in rat. Repeat. Great. Go ahead and write that one on your paper. Write the letter that makes the sound R. Awesome. The next sound is I, as in igloo. Repeat. Go ahead and write that sound on that letter on your paper, the letter that makes the sound I. Great work. The next one is ah. Repeat. As in ox. Go ahead and write that letter on your paper. The next sound is A, as in cake. Repeat. Go ahead and write the letters that make the sound A, as in cake. Don't get tricked. The next one is O. Repeat. As in home. Go ahead and write those letters on your paper and don't get tricked. And the last one is I. Repeat. I, as in bike. Go ahead and write those letters down on your paper. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and make sure you have them on your paper the right way. All right, the next one was K for kite. Make sure you got that one. And the next one is SH for ship. And the next one is for nest. This next one D for dog. Next one is R for rat. We have a few more. The next one is I for igloo. And the next one is O for ox. The next one is A, consonant E for cake. And the next one is O, consonant E for home. And the last one is I, consonant E for bike. Awesome work. Go ahead and make sure your paper looks like mine. Give you a second. Great. All right, your paper should look like mine. All right, let's go ahead and spell some words. Are you ready? Awesome. The first word, remember what we're gonna do is I'm gonna say the word, you're gonna repeat the word, we're gonna finger spell the word, and then you're gonna write the word on your paper saying the sounds as you write it. Great. If it's a two-syllable word, I'm going to give you the first syllable you're going to repeat, and then I'll give you the second syllable and you can repeat it. Awesome, let's go. Our first word is whale. Repeat. Whale, good job. Let's go ahead and finger spell our word. It's whale.
W-A-O. W-A-O. Whale.
Go ahead and write it on your paper. Don't forget to say the sounds as you write it. Awesome work. Great. Our next word is a two-syllable word. The first syllable is ban. Repeat. Great job. And dit. Repeat. Great job. Let's go ahead and finger spell it. Ban. B-A-N. Go ahead and write those letters down on your paper. And the second syllable is dit. Repeat. D-it. Go ahead and write those letters down on your paper. Don't forget to say the sounds as you write it. Great. Our next word is take. Repeat. Take. Repeat. Great job. Let's go ahead and finger spell it. T-A-K. Take. All right, go ahead and write it down on your paper. Don't forget to say the sounds as you write it. Awesome. All right, our next word is fish. Repeat. Fish, that's right. Let's go ahead and finger spell it. Ish. Awesome. Go ahead and write those sounds down on your paper. Write the letters for those sounds down on your paper. Great. All right. Our next word is a two-syllable word. So I'll give you the first syllable. The first syllable is pub. Repeat. Pub. Repeat. Go ahead and finger spell it. B. Great work. And the next syllable is lish. Repeat. Lish. L-I-sh. L-I-sh. Go ahead and write those sounds down on your paper. Make sure you write those letters down on your paper. Make sure you say the sounds as you write them. Great work. Our next word is home. Repeat. Home. Good job. Let's go ahead and finger spell it. Oh, home. Go ahead and write those letters down on your paper and say the sounds as you write them. Good job. All right, and our last word is it. Repeat. It. Let's go ahead and finger spell it. It. Go ahead and write those down on your paper, those letters, and I'll make sure you have it correct here. Our first word was, let's see. All right, make sure your paper looks like mine. Great work. Make sure your paper looks like mine. Great work. All right, great work. Now, let's go ahead and read these words. Read our new words. I underline, you read. I underline, you read. Read this one. Good job. And this new word, great job. And this one. All right, great work. Whale, banded, take. Let's say it quickly. Whale, banded, take. Good job. All right, go ahead and read this word. Awesome. Read this new word. Great. Now read this new word. Amazing. And this one? Awesome. Fish, publish, home, it. Your turn. Good job. Awesome work. And VCCV or rabbit words. Now, a syllable is a word or part of a word with one vowel. So a syllable is a word. Do the hand motions with me. A syllable is a word or part of a word with one vowel sound. Can you do that with me one more time? A syllable is a word or part of a word with one vowel sound. Awesome. Today, we are going to do something very similar to yesterday's lesson. We are going to look for patterns to split up words to help us read and spell. Today is going to be really similar to the rabbit pattern we learned about yesterday. Yesterday, we talked about closed syllables. Who can remind me of what a closed syllable is? That's right, a word or part of a word with one short vowel sound that ends with a consonant. One more time, it's a word or part of a word with one short vowel sound that ends in a consonant. Today, we are going to talk about another syllable, the silent E type. Remember in our card deck, when we say the E at the end makes the vowel say its name? That's an example of our silent E type. So now we want to make sure that we can recognize the vowel in closed syllables and in silent E or vowel consonant E syllable types. The first thing we are going to do is identify our vowel in these longer type words. So we're going to identify our vowel. Which is our first vowel? That's correct. E is our first vowel. Correct. Awesome. Now let's look for the rest of our vowels. I heard somebody say that they see an I and an E. So there are two more vowels, but actually the I consonant E is our vowel sound. So we're going to go ahead and underline the I consonant E. Very good. We have our silent E syllable in this word right here. So we are going to underline I-L-E. So now we are going to draw an arrow from the E to the I. Since I says its own name, we are going to draw a straight line right above it. So the I says its name, and we're going to draw an arrow here to here, because this E makes this I say its name. Awesome. Now let's label our letters. Who can remember how we label our vowels? Who can remember? That's right. We place a V underneath our vowels. I consonant E. Now let's look at letters between our vowels. Looks like we have two consonants. What do we do next? That's right. A consonant is any word that's not A, E, I, O, or U. So let's go ahead and label our consonants. Good job. It looks like we have the same VCCV pattern from yesterday. So we're still going to split it between the consonants. Here and here. Great work. So usually rabbit is two closed syllables and reptile is one closed syllable plus a silent E syllable. So this is a reptile word. Let's go ahead and read our syllables and do two swoops. Rep, good job. Tile, reptile, awesome work. Now remember, this E at the end makes the I before it say its name. And the E is silent. All right, and our new feature, VCCV, just like from yesterday, or our reptile silent E, we're going to go ahead and go over it. This time, we aren't just looking for closed syllables, we are also looking for silent E syllables. The first step is we underline our vowels, and this I consonant E, remember this silent E at the end makes the vowel before it, this I, say its name. And so we underline all of our vowels, I-L-E. Good job. And then we label our letters, just like yesterday. We label our vowels and our consonants, and don't forget the I consonant E and I-L-E. Then we divide our consonants. We divide our consonants on the word, and we divide right below here. And then we pronounce our word, reptile, reptile. Awesome work. Remember, we're going to take the same steps as yesterday. And we aren't just looking for closed syllables, we are also looking for silent E syllables. All right, let's practice reading some words. So to save time, let's focus on the screen. We'll do the first two rows together, and I'll let you practice on the bottom row. Let's start by looking for our vowels and underlining them in our first word. Can you point on the screen to our vowel or our vowels in the first word? That's right. Do you see our second vowel? That is correct. You did not get tricked. It's a consonant E. Awesome job. Remember, this silent E at the end makes the vowel before it say its name. Good job. So on our first vowel, we're going to label our first vowel and we're going to add a brief short vowel. And then we want to underline this word, this letter, and draw an arrow because the E at the end makes the A say its name. Awesome. Now let's label our first vowel. Great. And our A consonant E vowel, silent E. What's our next step? I think I heard label our consonants, and that was correct. Now, where do we divide in one of our favorite syllable patterns? VCCV. That's right, between the consonants. So we'll divide here and here, and we'll come back and swoop our word. Let's do the next one. Let's start by looking for our vowel. Point to it if you see it. In our second word, that's correct. Does anyone see another vowel? I heard someone say they see two more. Awesome, but does it look like our silent E rule? It does. And since it's our silent E rule, this E at the end makes this vowel before it say its name. We'll add our brief. This is a short vowel. Awesome. Now what's our next step? I think I heard it. Label our vowels. Good job. A consonant E. What's our next step? That's right. We'll label our consonants. And what are consonants again? That's right. Anything that's not A, E, I, O, or U. Any letter. Where do we divide? In our favorite pattern, between our consonants. Awesome. Let's do this one. You go ahead and point to our first vowel. Good job. Does anyone see another vowel? Great work. So it looks like this one is a closed syllable word because we don't see our silent E at the end. Let's go ahead and label our breeze for our two short vowels. Where do we divide? That's right, between our two consonants. Great work. Let's go ahead and do the second row. Start by looking for our vowels and underlining them. Looks like you got the first one. Don't get tricked. It looks like I see two vowels here, but are they a part of a silent E or O consonant E pattern? It looks like they are, so we'll underline them together. What's our next step? Great, we'll go ahead and label our vowels and our consonants. Where do we divide? Between our consonants. Good job. Awesome. Looks like we have a silent E. This makes the vowel say its name. Awesome. We'll come back and read it. How about you find our vowels in this word right here? Great. Looks like you found them. Silent E. Closed syllable. Now this is a silent E syllable. What's our next step? Awesome. E at the end makes the vowel say its name. Let's do this one. Let's label our vowels. Now, is this a closed syllable or a silent E syllable? Closed syllable, good job. Label our consonants. Where do we divide? That's right, between our consonants. Great work. Now let's go through and read these words. All right, first row. S, repeat. Cape, repeat. Escape. Great job. Cast, repeat. Cade, repeat. Cascade. Awesome. And this is our silent E syllable. Next one. Muff, repeat. Fin, muffin. Great job. Our next one. Great job. Ignore, ignore. Costume, costume. Silent E syllable. Cam, pus, campus. Great job. Now, I know I said you can go ahead and do this last row. So on your paper, I'm going to go ahead and underline these words, and I want you to write them down. I underline, you write them down. Are you ready? Go ahead and write down this word. Go ahead and write down this word. And go ahead and write down this word. Give you a few moments to write down those words. Great. Now, let's go ahead and get started. I know I said you can do this last row by yourself, but let's go ahead and start and I'll help you with this first one, okay? Let's go ahead and find our vowels. Awesome. I is a vowel. Now, I see our silent E syllable, so we would underline that as well. But what about our consonants? So let's think here. Remember, who can see it? Who can see where our consonants are? Yes. So remember, in our card deck, Q and U are always together because they are best friends. So here, Q and U will be one consonant. So we would make sure we label our vowels, and then Q and U is our consonant, and then here's our other consonant. Great job. So the word gets split between our consonants. All right, remember, Q and U are together because they are best friends. Our E at the end makes our vowel over here say its name. Great. Now, go ahead and make your paper look like mine. Great. Now, you go ahead and let's go ahead and read this word. Inquire. Inquire. Great work. Now, you go ahead and do the last two. Go ahead. Great work. Look above if you need help and ask yourself, is this a closed syllable word or is this a silent E syllable? Great work. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure I have it correctly here, and you make sure your paper looks like mine, and then we'll go through and read these words. Remember, this E at the end makes the vowel say its name. Short vowel. Great work. Silent E syllable. Where do we divide? Good job. Awesome. Let's go ahead and read these words. Do it by yourself. Good job. Vampire, vampire. Tadpole, tadpole. Inquire, inquire. Let's do them all quickly for fluency. First row, I go first and then you go. Escape, cascade, muffin. Your turn. Second row, ignore, costume, campus. Your turn. Third row, inquire, vampire, tadpole. Your turn. Awesome job. I'm going to go ahead and clear my screen. Remember, we just learned another syllable type. We can now recognize a closed syllable and silent E syllable. All right, let's spell some words. So, the word is inside. Repeat. The first syllable in. Repeat. Let's finger spell it. Go ahead and write on your paper. Good job. The word is inside. The second syllable is side. Repeat. Good job. Let's finger spell it. Side. That's right. Side. Go ahead and write that part on your paper. What makes the I say its own name? That's right, the silent E at the end. Good job. Go ahead and write that on your paper. Great. Before we move on, let's go ahead and check your spelling. The word was inside. It, I, inside. And the E at the end makes the I say its name. Great job. Check your spelling. The next word is trombone. Repeat. The first syllable is trom. Repeat. Good job. Let's finger spell it. T, r, ah, mm. One more time. Repeat. T, r, ah, mm. Great job. Let's write it down on your paper. Good job. Now, what's the second syllable in trombone? That's right, bone. Let's go ahead and finger spell it. B-O-N. Great. Let's go ahead and make sure you wrote it down on your paper. T-r-a-m, trom, B-O-N. And the E at the end makes the O say its name. Great work. Our last word is pancake. Repeat. The first syllable is pan. Repeat. Let's finger spell it. P-A-N. Go ahead and write that on your paper. What's the second syllable in pancake? That's right, cake. Let's go ahead and finger spell it. K-A. Awesome. The E at the end makes the A say its name. All right, go ahead and make sure your paper looks like mine. Great job. All right, let's read our words. Inside, your turn. Trombone, your turn. Pancake, your turn. Awesome. Do you see how easy it is to break words, bigger words, into syllables and read and spell them in our syllable division patterns? Awesome. All right. Our learn word review this time is from. Repeat. Awesome. Because it's a review word from last time, you should know that this O usually says ah, like an ox, but in this sentence, it says Now, let's go ahead and write the word from down 3 times, saying the letter names as we write them. On your paper, let's go. F, R, O, M, from. Go ahead and write it. Now write it one more time. F, R, O, M, from. Great. Let's write it again. F, R, O, M, from. Perfect. Make sure your paper looks like mine. What's our review learned word? F-R-O-M, from. And remember, learned words are like sight words, but we need to remember to learn how to spell them and write them. Awesome. All right, our new learned word today is some. Repeat. The unfair part is O-M-E. Awesome. The word is some. Repeat. It's spelled S-O-M-E. Repeat. S-O-M-E. Let's go ahead and copy it down on your paper. S-O-M-E, some. Great work. Awesome. Let's write the word one more time on our paper and make sure you say the letters as you write it. Your turn. Good job. S-O-M-E, some. Great work. All right. Now let's cover up our eyes and see if we can remember how to spell our learned word, some. How do you spell it? Great job. S-O-M-E. Go ahead and, without looking at your paper, write it one more time, saying the letters S-O-M-E. Great work. All right, now it's time to do some dictation sentences. Are you ready? Awesome. Now, remember, on your paper, you can find some of our words just in case you need help. And remember to check for capitalization, organization of your words, punctuation, and spelling. The first sentence or phrase of the first sentence is, some fish is inside. Repeat. Go ahead and write that down on your paper. Some fish is inside. Awesome. Now that you have that down on your paper, the second part or the second phrase is the whale. Repeat. Great. Go ahead and write the whale down on your paper. Awesome. Now that you have that written down, let's go ahead and make sure that we have it written down correctly. I'll go ahead and write it down here. Some fish is inside the whale. Awesome. Go ahead and read the sentence. Great work. Our next sentence is, the first phrase of our next sentence is, I will take the trombone. Repeat. Good job. Go ahead and write that down on your paper. I will take the trombone. All right. And now write on your paper, from home. All right. I'll give you a few more moments to write it down. All right. I will take the trombone from home. Uh-oh, it looks like I forgot my punctuation. Make sure your sentence is punctuated correctly. Great. What's our sentence? That's right. I will take the trombone from home. Great job. Make sure your paper looks like mine. Awesome. We've made it to our oral reading. I'm going to go ahead and underline our VCCV reptile words, and then we'll go ahead and have you read. Are you ready? Awesome. All right. Awesome. Now that we have all of our new feature words, our VCCV reptile words underlined, go ahead and read these sentences. I underline, you read. I underline, you read. Make sure you pay attention to punctuation. All right. Good job. Great work on number 2. Great work. Awesome job reading. Amazing. Awesome. I'm going to go ahead and read these to make sure you got them correct. Drake the vampire had to have a snack by sunrise. Number 2, he wanted a bite of a reptile. Doesn't sound tasty. Number 3, he crept inside of a grand cave. Ooh, scary. Number 4, the entire alcove was packed with snakes. Number 5, he picked a red and black snake and ate it with pancakes. I like pancakes. I don't know about the snake. Awesome. Great job with our All Memphis lesson today. And we can't wait to see you back tomorrow.